For task 2, you will be asked to write an academic report. An academic report is a document which has a series of headings under which you fill the information. On screen now is a template of a report that I want you to use. So in other words, your report will be titled Sociological Research. The first heading will be the purpose of sociological research. As it says on screen, describes the purpose of sociological research with detailed examples of research that has increased the store of sociological knowledge and the extended sociological understanding. There is a task underneath. It is a Quizlet exercise entitled The Purpose of Sociological Research, which there will be some matching of key terms which should get you going in terms of what this should be, in terms of the areas of sociological research. I would also ask you to do some of your own research. There are some suggested websites attached and also elsewhere. Essentially, what we're looking at is, if you remember when we talked about the very nature of sociology, we went back and we talked about feral children. We used the Disney example of Mowgli as a child growing up without society, and what therefore society is. Talking about social institutions, talking about norms, values, status and role, which we have at length, and looking at what society is and what type of questions would be looked at for sociological research, and looking at some of the outcomes of sociological research and the purposes it is used for. Again, background reading and research will inform your response here. After you've done your research and filled this section in, you can move on to positivism. If you recall, positivism, we spoke about positivism, structuralism in the same breath, and these are those sociologists. We looked at, in particular, functionalism and Marxism, but to some extent this applies to feminism as well, who take a macro view of society. That is, they see society as dominant in the way it restrains social action. So we are looking at these approaches and the way in which they see the individual as less significant than society, and that the embedding, if you like, of a scientific approach therefrom. So positivism, macro approach, structuralism, these are the key issues that you need to look at for this particular section.